Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Elvis, and you're watching Joan of Our House, and this is a special off episode. Um, I think I need to go back in time. A few weeks ago, I had gotten an email from Letterbox. Hey, hi Letterbox, asking if I would attend a private screening to Ne Zha 2. This whole episode is on Ne Zha 2 and maybe a little bit of Ne Zha 1. I was absolutely excited, floored, and a little emotional over an email. I've never been emotional over an email. I had gotten this email and it was just RSVP to get, the tickets or whatnot. Oh my god, I signed up immediately and got a confirmation earlier. Actually, here's a clip of me being super excited about an email. Hey everybody, my name is Elvis. You're watching Joan of Our House. This is like a little emergency video, I guess. A few days ago, I had gotten an email from Letterboxd. Hi Letterboxd, and inviting me if I'd be interested in watching the new into oh my god, I'm so excited. I got an email a few days ago from Letterboxd inviting me to the private screening to Ne Zha 2. I could not pass up. I instantly said yes, and I was gonna be there as soon as possible. So hell yes, dude, I am so excited. I cannot contain it. Oh my god, I just within the hour, if not 10 minutes ago, I just got the email confirming that hey, you got the spot. I'll see you there, and I am so excited. From there, it was just waiting and waiting to waiting for the day, waiting for the drive, waiting to pick up my baby Nicole. All right, let's talk about Ne Zha 2. Ne Zha 2 was an insane experience. Me and Nicole, we got like the perfect seating. We showed up and we were like almost at like eye level of the IMAX screen, and we were like just in center. There was nobody like touching shoulders with us. And I'll probably put photos and like videos of us there, but it was an amazing experience. In Ne Zha 2, we follow almost immediately right after the first one. And actually going back, what's crazy about the first one is that it doesn't leave you in such a cliffhanger where it needs a second one, but we're just so honored that there's even a second one in the first place. I think I feel incredibly lucky that I saw the first one just a few weeks ago and then got to see the second one right on after, as opposed to my cousin Brenda, who I'll be showing in a little bit. She had to watch it when it was released in 2019, had to wait 6 years to watch the second one, and throughout that whole time was just super indulged in the rabbit hole of Ne Zha and the mythologies of Chinese mythologies. So I feel super lucky that I caught on just at the right time.
So I found out about Ne Zha from watching it. I think it was on Netflix. It was on Netflix for a bit back in like 2019, 2020. I can't remember, around the same time the film came out. And so I watched it there, and it just came up, and I think my mom and my brother were like, well, let's just like watch it together. So we sat down and watched it right there. Yeah. I liked the first one because it was something different than I've seen. I've never seen another Chinese animated film before. So it was kind of like a shift. Like, I've never seen that in Western animation. It was just different with like Like the 3D modeling on it was just like it felt like like something new. It felt better than like what I've seen in Disney movies. Like Disney was great, and like other like animation studios here in the US are great, and like the Western animation. But it just felt like different. I really loved the water. The water looks so cool and very realistic.
Ne Zha 2 is such an impressive feat of animation. Brenda, shout out to Brenda. You had told me to look at the 3D character models of the characters of Ne Zha 2, and they rendered the peach fuzz and the veins in their ears and like the skin tone, like the skin blemishes, and I was like, no, no way.
I'll start with Aogwang. Aogwang, or like even like the rest of the characters, but I noticed it more in him because I was looking at his face more often because he's so beautiful. But anyways, so I loved his like lines on his like face. You know, when he kind of like snarls or like kind of laugh, like, you know, smiles or whatever. Like you could see the wrinkles of like his like where his nose is at, like, you know, that wrinkle when you kind of like lift your lip up or like you kind of smile and it has like that wrinkle. Like I've noticed that, and I don't really see that a lot in animation. I could be wrong. I've never really noticed it, but looking at that, I was like, dang, that was like really cool that they put that in his character, that he looks kind of like, you know, like it gives him a human look, even if he is a dragon, you know. Right. Same with you know, like Aogwang and his siblings, and Aobing, like just like the dragon family, they have hair. And I know like that's like, you know, the like how like dragons like in Chinese mythology are like drawn as like with like the hair and stuff, but in their human like forms, like you could see their hair and how flowy it is. It's so like you could even like you, if you like just reach out to the screen, it feels like you could touch it, you know. But with I saw a picture of Albing's like, you know, rendering like his like T-pose model and like they were closing up on like his model, and you could see like the peach fuzz on his cheeks. It's very light, like his like little like, you know, peach fuzz is very light on his cheeks. You could see like the red, even if he's like, you know, a dragon, because I think they're like warm or cold-blooded, but you could see kind of like the blush. And in his cheeks and his ears, you could see the little tiny veins. It's so crazy. And you could kind of see that in IMAX. You can't really see it in standard or like any other thing. But if you like probably watch it on your phone, you could see like the little details and like even the little hairs in the eyebrows. Like, wow, that was crazy.
And I looked this up at work, and sure as hell, they really did that. And that's just for the character models. That's excluding the environment, the kind of castles or the structures that are around the world of Ne Zha. All have that kind of amazing detail through everything, such as their armor, their hair, their skin, the stones, the rocks. Like everything has a texture and personality. And oh my god, that was impressive. Throughout the whole movie, I was almost getting distracted with how good the animation was. Think about the first time you saw Disney or Pixar's Soul. It was at that level of amazement of how well this animation was. I'll bring something else up that isn't necessarily a spoiler, but something that happens pretty early in the movie. One of the main bad villains cuts through the fabric of time, and lava starts to pour out, which, whatever. Not whatever, that thing was crazy. The way that the lava's atmosphere, environment, and like depth just spilled into the city, and how you can tell like from these rips affects how everything looks and feels in the city. Absolutely insane. Oh my god, this movie was insane. I loved every minute of it. this clearly has to win some kind of award, some kind of recognition, because clearly the people at Ne Zha are doing something right. And oh my god, also another fun fact that Brenda mentioned, that there was over, if not 1,000 animators on this project. And yeah, that makes sense, because there is no way in hell a crew of maybe 50 to 300 people were doing this animation. I can't stop talking about how good the animation was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn. The story was okay. Nah, I'm just kidding. That story was crazy. from twist after twist after maybe reversing that twist and going back to the twist. Oh my god. Nice. So would you recommend watching this on IMAX?
Yes, I do. Oh my god. Watch in IMAX or IMAX 3D, whatever, because the scenes, watching like the fight scenes, it's very overwhelming, but it's just like you get like invested into the world, because like the screen is super huge and you're just like, oh my god, you're like looking like all over the place with like like the fighting scenes. It just looks so much cooler in IMAX. I haven't seen it in standard yet, which I'll probably go see it this weekend in standard, but I bet it's not gonna have the same feel, because that was crazy watching in IMAX. It's so cool.
Definitely.
I think at first when I saw it, it kind of reminded me of like the same sort of animation that like video game rendering has, like like when they first have like they have like the plot stories that you kind of watch, and it's always that animation's a little bit different from like the actual gameplay, and that's what that reminded me of. And then I really started paying attention to the details, like you said, when he kind of ripped the sky open, you just saw so much depth in an already 3D canvas, and this just like, you could imagine that if you were on the other side of that like portal, there'd be nothing.
Yeah, actually, we'll jump on that. This movie is this movie is a lot darker than the first one. I mean, not so incredibly dark, but there is a very serious dark moment in the movie where I legit opened my mouth and cupped my face. I was like, no way does this happen. The whole movie is a flex on what they can animate, such as water, fire, smoke, especially smoke, and gelatin, like fabric. Like the whole movie was a flex on like, oh, you want fabric? Check out this amazing render of fabric. You like water? Check out this amazing render of water. And even like dragon scales, they're like, I don't know what dragon scales look like, but Ne Zha made it look so real and so possible. I feel like I could feel what those dragon scales felt like. As much as I'm saying good things about Ne Zha 1, Ne Zha 2 ups the ante and dials it to 11, heck, maybe 12. They started simulating the most amazing, craziest things ever. This isn't a spoiler, but they render needles and liquid at the same time, and it's like, oh my god. And towards the end, there was like the most amazing, impressive, world-shaking dab I've ever seen. This was the most impressive dab. It was amazing. All I can say about this movie is that it was amazing. A feat of technological animation. Incredible. Please watch this movie.
We could only hope to replicate that dab. Oh.
That was a good dab. On the first try.
It's so worth seeing. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad we watched the first movie the day before. And thank you, Letterboxd. When he got this invitation, I invited myself with him. And I had a great time.
Thank you, Letterboxd, for inviting me in this incredibly special, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch Ne Zha 2. I mean, it could have been for any movie, and I probably would have said yes. But for it to be Ne Zha 2, a movie that I didn't know that I was going to like so much, oh my God, thank you, a million thank yous. Thank you, Letterboxd. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Bye. In Ne Zha 2, we where were we left off? Excuse me, can you?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, hold on. Got me jumping for this.